Hi, welcome. Sorry I'm a little bit late. Oh, I've dropped my knitting needle. Oh, I've got a really bad cough, so you'll have to excuse me if I start coughing. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Chris. Yes, I've been cough. Oh, dear. It's been over a week now. I can't get rid of it. And I've not got COVID. I've tested myself and it's not COVID. So I'm hoping I'm going to be ready for Wednesday because that's when I'm going on my holidays. Hi, Shad. Only for 3 days, but I still don't want to be coughing while I'm on my holidays, do I? On my jolly ollies. Kissing all the boys, that chance would be a fine thing. And it's not from kissing all the girls either. Oh, look at that. Big knot. I know. My son and my daughter-in-law have gone away to a camper van sort of festival thing or whatever. Took the dogs with them, thankfully. My son actually said, "Will you still be here when I get here?" I said, "Well, I might be lay on the floor covered in flies, but apart from that, I'll probably be okay." Yeah, I've got my cough bottle. So I wasn't doing too bad till I decided that I needed to go to Cleveland's today to get some bits and batches. You know, the boring stuff like the deodorant and your shampoo and stuff to take with you on your holidays, yeah. So, oh, and I needed some sliders, if you know what they are, like a flip flop, but they're not go between your toes. Since Rosie chewed my others up, and I need them for going in and out the sauna and stuff. So I knew they had these plasticky type things. Yeah, all the guys are. No, Amanda's in there. Amanda's in. One lady and all the guys. So I knew they had these plastic sliders at the local shop down in Cleveland. So I went down there. Honestly, what a miserable bloke. I mean, I spent a small fortune there, and he was like putting things through the till. You know, not a smile, not a word, not a nothing. And he was pushing them down that fast. And then he told me, I paid. And then he started serving the next person and shoving all the stuff down, and her stuff's getting mixed in with mine. And I'm like, what do you mind? I felt like saying something, but I was being too polite. I thought, oh no, I'm not having a row. I thought, what bad blooming customer service is that? You know, she was trying to gather her stuff up and put it in her bag. He didn't give me time to put mine in my bag because I had bought, there's a healthy lot of shopping I'd bought. But he didn't say, like, oh, can I help you? Or do you need a lift with that? Or, he just carried on with what he was doing. Thought, you miserable sod. I had a good mind to ring up and complain about him, but I thought, oh, God, they're already short staffed. They're already asking for cashiers. Little misery ass. Oh, he was so miserable, Nathan. He never even looked at me. He never even made eye contact. It was just like, I'm fed up with this place. I don't want to be here. Very, very rude. What's the necklace made from? I don't know. I don't know. Can't see it. Oh, tiny little beads and chains. Tiny little black beads and chains. I didn't make it, obviously. You know me and my necklaces. I sorted out a pile actually to give to a lady who works in the charity shop for cats protection. I'm not, and I'm she. I'm coughing and coughing. It's a wonder you don't. I'll start and you'll think I'm choking. Yeah. Yeah, whips and chains. Just got the chains, no whips now. I've never been into. Was it not S&M? What is it? B&M, S&M, or something? Never been into that sort of stuff. You know, the handcuff brigade. No, not my thing at all. S&M in it. That's it. Sadomasochism or something. No, it's not my thing. M&S, yeah, that's more me. Marks and Spencer's, yeah. That's more my cup of tea. I'm a Shearer. Yeah, I'm a boring Marks and Spencer's girl, yeah. I'm definitely not into anything else. Miss Whiplash, oh gosh, yeah, right. In my dream, well, not even in my dreams, no, I don't think I want to do that now. Hi, Katie. I don't think I ever did, to be quite truthful. I've always been pretty boring, really. Yeah. I'm feeling very French la la today. I've been listening to Charles Aznavour, or as my ex-husband used to call him, Charles Aznavour. Yeah. But I quite like listening to him. I'm not much good at translating when he sings in French, but I think it sounds nice. So I quite like it. I used to have his LP, but of course we've got nothing to play LPs on now, so maybe I'll get a CD of his, I don't know. Maybe. Because I quite like him. Especially when he sings She. Yeah. If you've never heard the words of She, yeah, it's very nice. Very love songy, yeah. Hi, Trudy. She may be the beauty or the beast, may be the famine or the feast, may turn each day into a heaven or a hell. That could be me, depending what mood I'm in, yeah. I remember hearing that the first time. It was the theme song to a drama thing that was on the TV many, 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 many moons ago. Probably in the 70s. I don't even remember what it was called now. But she kept playing that record. And I think she put it in the charts, or the TV series put it in the charts, because before that, I don't think many people had heard of Charles Aznavour. My favourite French was Alain Delon. I mean, he's gone right off now, but he's about 80. But oh my goodness, was he handsome when he was young? I used to go and watch French films, didn't understand a word of what he was talking about, but I used to be so, have a crush on Alain Delon. I had a French pen friend at the time, and she used to send me photographs of him. Ooh, he was such a handsome man. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got to do some more. I'm doing buttonholes, so I have to count, yeah. Oh, I'm getting so excited about going. It's only 3 days and 2 nights, but still. When you haven't been anywhere for 9 years, it's still exciting. My niece rang me up today to confirm it. You know, what time we were setting off and everything. What's his name? Alain Delon. ALAIN DELON. He was so handsome when he was young. Oh my goodness, he was. He used to go out, I think, with Brigitte Bardot and people like that. Here I go. Where am I going? I'm going to Skipton. It's only in Yorkshire. It's not exactly, foreign country, but it's very pretty round Skipton. Very, very nice. I must remember to take my camera and the charger. Yeah. And I hope there's a charger in the room to charge my phone up and charge my camera up. Yeah. It is very pretty at Skipton. Very oldie worldy, yeah. I haven't been for years. Oh, I used to like Edith Piaf. No, no regret. No, je ne, no regret. When am I going? I'm going Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm going. So excited. Family are coming back tomorrow. It's been great having the house to myself. Yeah. No doggos. No doggies. Yay. I mean, the dogs are fine, don't get me wrong, but it's just nice not to be falling over the damn things. You know, every minute of the day. Trixie gets underneath my feet. If I don't break a hip with her, it'll be a miracle. She's little, but she's solid, and when she gets in your way, you just trip. So it's nice to be able to walk into the kitchen without any trip hazards on the way. And no puddles. She's supposed to be trained, but hey-ho. She is trained in the loose sense of the word, yeah. She's all right if you keep reminding her, you know. And you keep saying, Trixie, do you need a wee-wee? And then she goes out and she toddles along and off she goes. And then she comes in and she pees in the hole. Yeah, she's really well trained. Here we go. Oh dear. I was doing okay, I think, until I decided to go out today to Cleveland's, and it was kind of like a bit cool. So I think it got chest while I was out there. I didn't stay out, I just went to the shop and came back again, but you know, it's still a bit breezy on the seafront. Yeah. There was no fishermen today, Shad. There was nobody around. It was quite deserted. I mean, last weekend it was absolutely glorious, and there was fishermen all along the front. But today, no. Even the ice cream man, he was there when I went, and he disappeared when I came back. I don't think there were many people buying an ice cream because it was a bit chilly. So, hey ho. Flying fingers. I'm on my second front, yeah. Icing. Hello. Yeah. Oh dear. So how's everybody doing and what you knitting and what you crocheting? I've not done anything much at all. I've just done nothing, only cough. So it's hard to sort of concentrate on your knitting when you're coughing, you know. The heat wave lasted, I think it was 3 days, or it might have been 4. And then it's gone. We're talking the UK here, Shad. You're knitting a rocket tee. What's a rocket tee? A tee with a rocket? And you're crocheting a summer tee. You must be very, very, what's the word? Thoughtful that we're going to have some summer. Yeah. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I need another. A lady asked me if I would make 5 sets. Oh, hi, Jennifer. No, I'm not feeling that much better. You got 3 days. Yeah, it's been raining today. Yeah, you're right, Ethan. It has been raining. For all of you who are living somewhere where you would love a bit of rain, we will send you some because it's been raining here. The heat wave did not last long at all. Yeah, you're knitting a cable cowl and it's a pain in the backside. dear. I have to write down with cables. At one time I could do cables and no bother, but now I have to write every row down, otherwise I'm sticking a cable in where it's not supposed to be. And then you hold it up and you think, hang on a minute, that cable's not supposed to be there. And you find you've either added 2 more rows or you've missed 2 more rows, yeah. It's 107. It's actually, it just says rain on and off. It doesn't even tell me what the temperature is here. It must be that bad. It's not bothering to tell me. It just says rain on and off. Rain on and off. Let's have a look what it says. 20 degrees C, what that is in English. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Oh, I beg your pardon. Hollywood Wood Designs. What does she do? Knitting or crochet? "68F." Well, it doesn't feel like 68F. It feels more like 58F. I had my big coat on today with my hood up. That just shows how lovely and warm it was. Oh gosh, I've got hair. Got a hair on my nose. 14 degrees. Oh my goodness, you're worse than me, Easton, yeah. I've ordered myself a cagoule, for my holidays, because, I know it's going to rain, so I didn't want to take a big coat. I'm in the hotel most of the time, because it's a spa hotel. Oh, she does crochet. Was she on Ravelry? With her discounts, or is it Etsy? Hey, oh. Yeah, I didn't want to take a big coat, but I thought, well, I need me. Oh, I've got a hair. It's really annoying me. I'm not picking my nose, honestly. When you've got a hair, you can feel a hair sometimes. Oh, sorry about this, people. But I did warn you, I've got a cough. Yeah, so I just thought I'd get a cagoule, but it hasn't arrived. It said it was going to come either today or Monday. So I'm hoping it comes Monday or Tuesday at the latest. Because I won't really want it. Well, I will want it, but I won't want it the same once the holiday's been and gone. I just thought it'll go into my little scooter bag, yeah. Beautiful patterns also for big. I'm shrinking a bit, Ethan. I'm actually fitting into normal clothes now. I don't have to do the tents anymore. I'm actually down to, well, not normal size, but you know what I mean. Not that size. I'm more like that size now. Not everybody loves Lady Gaga, Nathan. She's not everybody's favourite. I wouldn't go to see her, but I know you like her. She doesn't float my boat. Oh, I do apologise if you're listening to me in 3D or whatever. Stereo. Oh, gosh. I'll be on the throaty sweets in a minute. I forgot to get some today as well. Oh, you're making it Nathan very jealous now, Issa. He's got a thing about Lady Gaga. Hello, Patricia. Who's taking care of the plane? Oh, I hope he looked after the mechanics so she flew away safely. We're only going to Yorkshire, so we don't need a plane. Oh, thank you, Bev B. It's Lancashire, if you want to know what the accent is. It's a Lancashire girl, yeah. I'm coughing in Yorkshire, no, coughing in Lancashire. Oh dear. I've ordered a steamer for tomorrow. I'm sick of this. You know, those breathing steamer things. Ugh. Hoping it'll steam my cough away. Oh dear. Can only try it, can't you? It's supposed to be good for wrinkles as well, so you know, you might as well kill two birds with one stone, might we? You know, get rid of the wrinkles and sort my cough out at the same time. Oh, the tickets! Oh my God, that'd be a fortune. I wanted to see Il Divo, and the tickets in Manchester were £300. £300. Oh, we are relaxed on this channel. Yeah, we don't have any drama, love. If it's drama you're after, you're at the wrong place. We have a little happy family atmosphere on here. We all know each other and we all chat and we don't have any drama. There's plenty of that on other channels, I believe, so ours is drama free, hopefully. She says. Hopefully. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I hope they bring me steamer quite early, Amazon. Well, not too early. I might be in bed. I might be having a lie-in. They always say, like, we will deliver it before 10 p.m., don't we? We like to talk about... Nathan, you couldn't afford the tickets, love. I hate to tell... Oh, excuse me. Hate to tell you this, but you wouldn't be able to afford the tickets. You know, the days are long gone when you used to go and see the Beatles for £7.50, you know what I mean? That's how old I am, and that's how much I paid. The most I've paid for a ticket was £60 to see Luther Vandross. Was it Luther Vandross? Yeah. And he was brilliant. He was absolutely brilliant. Hi, Enid. Well, actually, I paid £120 for the tickets, but my boyfriend never turned up. He was still my boyfriend after that, but he said he was working late and it was too late for him to get dressed and come. So I was sat there on my own with a spare ticket. I kept thinking he'd turn up, that's why I didn't sell it, yeah. So he missed a good show. Needless to say, he's not my boyfriend anymore. Nothing to do with him not turning up for Luther Vandross, but... So how is everybody coping today? I've got a cough, as you can probably... Oh, everything's expensive. Are we going out for a Chinese, Enid? Woohoo! Oh, sorry about this, people. I don't know how to mute the mic, otherwise I would. Oh, Lord. You know, when I used to be on the CB radio, you'd uncouple the mic when you were coughing, wouldn't you? But here, I don't think I can mute it. Yes, happy anniversary, Enid. And Mr. Enid. Oh, that's nice. got cotton sheets and pillowcases. Woo-hoo. Oh, Luther, he was absolutely brilliant. You know, some of people, when you go and see them, they're pretty rubbish, aren't they, live? Let's face it, they can't hit the high notes or they can't hit anything. He was just like he was on the record. He was brilliant. I was just like, oh. Oh, hi, Lulu. I was going to make a video this afternoon because I've got a crochet magazine to show you all. But somehow or other, life got in the way. I'll try and do it tomorrow before they come back, if I can. Besides which, I was coughing, and I thought, yes, I'm sure people want my video. And me coughing my way through a video about a magazine. Right, so let me just count me rows. Just talk amongst yourself in a minute. 6, 8, 10, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38. I think I need about 42, but I'll just have a count. You made it 35 years. I made it 22 hell years. How the heck I made 22 years, I don't know without killing him. I was actually married 33 years before I got divorced, but that's by. The by 2, 4, 6, 8. 4, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38. Oh, I've got a lot more to do. 2, 4, 6. I've got another 6 rows to do. Oh. Yeah, how the heck we made 22 years, I don't know. Huh. But it is sublime. The rib's lovely. My stocking stitch is rubbish. I'm very uneven with my stocking stitch. He made it 20 years and put him in jail. I should have put mine in jail. He's made it longer with this one, but it's not counting because they're not married as far as I know. He's lived with her longer than he lived with me. But I don't think they got married. Unless they did it on the quiet. My son doesn't know if they got married or not. His bit of stuff that I threw him out for, he's still with her. Probably because he's lazy and he had nowhere else to go. So I'm a very neat ribber, but I'm not a very good stocking stitcher. And I am not going to take my crocheting. Yeah, poor woman, I know. God. She's suffered him for longer than me. You just enjoy a nice conversation. Well, as long as you're not a prat, we don't mind. We do get quite a few trolls on here now. No, he never messed with my son. No, otherwise he would have been out on his ear, tell you. Ooh. No, he didn't mess with me physically. He just messed with me mentally, and that was as bad. So, enough said. We're not talking about that. We're not having a miserable conversation. He's long gone. His son says to me, you can invite all your boyfriends round this weekend because we're not in. I went, no boyfriends. Nope. The last thing I want is a boyfriend. Or a man friend in my case. A bit old to call people a boyfriend. That's the last thing I want. I was supposed to be singing on Tuesday. We're singing at the shopping mall again. You've got a great grandson, woohoo! I've got well, I haven't got any actually. I haven't technically got any. I've got step-grandchildren, great-grandchildren, but not any real ones, if you know what I mean. I don't know how many step-ones I've got. I've lost count. I don't have much to do with them, as you probably gather. It's not the same when your children don't give birth. And Mr. Handsome Moneybags with a bad ticker comes sniffing on. He'd have to have no family, Enid. If he had children, no. I'd have to be his sole benefactor. Oh dear, I'm so... They do in my heart? No, they don't. No. They're not in my heart, sorry mate, no. Not my kids. Am I near to Blackpool? Sadly, yeah. Sadly, I'm too near to Blackpool. Well, I don't go. Never go near the place, but yeah, I am quite near. Hate the place. It's a tatty hole. Have I took my cough medicine? Well, I'm drinking my coffee, so it might not mix. I'll have another sip. Cavonia. You won't know that advert if you're in America. It's a bull that bursts through everywhere. It's going Cavonia. Don't bother with spoons. Do you know, I went out today specifically to get some honey. It was on my list, Patricia, and guess what I came back without? I came back with 3 bags of shopping and no honey. You're lucky I remembered the cough medicine. I had a list as well. I must have gone off list. Oh dear. Yeah, it was on my list. Oh, that family. Oh Lord, that is... Magic beans. No, I forgot the honey, and I'm not going out again. I'm not going out again. I'll get them to get me some honey if they're going out shopping. So, if they go shopping. La, 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 la. You nearly bid on a rose quartz necklace. I'm bidding on some big chunky things. I may not get them. I only put low bids in, and if they go above that, then I don't bother, you know. It's just sometimes at the weekend, people are busy doing things and they don't go bidding on things on eBay, so... Oh, I spent way too much, Enid, this month. Way, way, way too much. I bought a cagoule, I bought some stuff to go on holiday with, and... Oh. So I'm spent... You know when you get your bank statement and it tells you how much has been paid in and how much you've spent? Well, I spent about... I don't know how much more than I got paid in. But I can't help it. I had to pay for my holiday. So I was going to pay more money on my scooter this month as well. But that went out the window. I just paid me normal. It'll get paid before Christmas. Yeah, well, I get paid at the end of... I get paid sort of roundabout now, actually. I get paid. But I've paid my credit card and... Oh, that's good. You got the amigurumi book. Thank goodness I didn't have any. Mind you, I wouldn't have had any student loans because I was the era where you didn't pay to go to uni. If I'd have been going to uni, which I should have done, I didn't have to pay for my loans. I didn't have any. You got grants back in the day. So everything was paid for except your food and stuff like that. I mean, my mum would have had to pay me food and stuff and my accommodation, but she wouldn't have had to pay for my tuition. Anyway, I didn't go, so it's just a moot point, isn't it? I regret not going, yeah. I do, I regret not going. But there's a lot of things in my life. You were working your first job at 15. I was 8. Well, no, actually, technically I was 12 when I first started my first job. I worked in the shop with my mother, but you can't count that, can you? I was 18 when I got actually paid employment, yeah. I used to babysit, but I never got paid. You didn't back in my day. You just did it for your aunties and your cousins and the woman next door, but they never paid you. They just said, help yourself to biscuits and a cup of coffee is what you got told. There was no being paid for babysitting. No, people didn't pay you for babysitting. It's all a modern thing that now. Kids get paid to babysit. No, well, I'm talking about the 1950s. No, I never got paid for babysitting my cousins. I used to actually like it because I used to take my homework and it was always quiet in their house because the baby had gone to bed, and so it was lovely and quiet. Whereas in our house, I was trying to do my homework with the telly, and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I used to babysit with one of my boyfriends because we used to babysit his cousin. Oh no, well, it was a different generation, Enid. My mother would have gone mad if anybody had offered to pay me for babysitting. She'd have said, give it 'em back. Yeah. You can just give 'em that back, and oh, lady. I should say my mother come from a huge, huge family, and so did my dad. So there was plenty of kids wanted minding, if you know what I mean. Hi, Lashira. Huh. My brother never babysat anybody. I don't think boys did back in the day. They would have thought it weird if my brother had been babysitting. Oh, I never mowed lawns, no. Nobody had lawns in my... We all lived in terraced houses. If you had a lawn, you were blooming posh. Where I came from, I never had a lawn until I got married. We bought a semi-detached house with a lawn. Thought I was dead posh, I did, with a lawn and a garden. I'd only ever lived in terraces before, backyards and no grass. No grass, so to speak. One more row to do, then I'm up to the holy bits, the holes. Oh, I was never into that sport, some baseball and stuff now. I was always too busy at school. I used to use babysitting as a chance to do my homework in the quiet. because I could sit in somebody else's house with no telly on and just concentrate on doing my homework. Whereas my house, we only had the one lounge, and I had to either sit in the kitchen where it was cold or do my homework in the lounge with my mum and dad watching the telly. So it's a bit difficult unless you stick your fingers in your ears to do your homework in the quiet, yeah. Oh, that cough medicine taste is vile. Ugh. I need a sweetie. When I finish this row and I'm ready for the holes. This rib is so long. I love this cardigan, and yet the ribbing gets me down every time I make it. I think, oh, so much ribbing. Well, this is the first time I've been taking cough medicine. I'm a bit daft like that. I should have been taking it ages. I've been taking my vitamin C, hoping that that'll get rid of it, yeah. Oh, I couldn't, my bedroom didn't have any heating. So if I went up there, and I didn't have a table up there anyway to lean on. So I didn't have a desk or anything. There was the kitchen table, but it was freezing. You haven't sold your house yet? Oh, well, hopefully. The people across the road had one lot of viewers the other day, but I can't see them buying it because they're an elderly couple. What do they want with a big 4-bedroom bungalow? Unless they've got lots of grandchildren, yeah. Oh, it's yeah, I have got problems in that area, Patricia. Since he took my tonsils and my adenoids out and everything, it does go down the back of my throat, yeah. But usually I cope, yeah. That's a lot of money, Enid, over here. You'd be lucky if you got that now, let alone back in 86. Right, I'm going to eat something other. Look what I've got. Mikado. Not had these for years and years. I saw them in the supermarket. I thought, oh, I'm having some of them. Your better half is back soon. Oh, well, at least you've got one. I would have never called mine a better half. But that was just me. You should have called me his better half, yeah. Well, thank you. You're welcome, dear. You're welcome. Oh, look at you, look at you. Oh, look. It's like a thin lollipop, isn't it? It's crunchy in the middle. Unusual. It says Dame on the front. Dame. Well, Lou, they do biscuits, don't they, with chocolate on? I won't put my glasses on because I don't want to know how many calories are in them. The Mikado was the name of an operetta by Gilbert and Sullivan. My brother was in that when he was at school. He took the lead of the Lord High Executioner. Does anybody remember seeing Sian when she did the Japanese treats? They were so funny. She used to get this box sent every month of Japanese treats, and of course she couldn't read Japanese, so she didn't know what they were. And she used to open up these things, and then you'd see her face when she put them in her mouth. She'd go, oh, The Manchester Martyrs. I think you read more about Manchester history than I do, Edith. Wikipedia rabbit hole. My brother used to do modern history and politics. He was a university lecturer at Manchester University. He was with brains. So I should have known all about the Industrial Revolution, but I'm sad to say I know very little. I've become more interested in history. Well, modern history. I don't like history, kings and queens and all that jazz. I like industrial history. You know, I like to know about the cotton mills and the suffragettes and things like that. I should read more, but I don't. No, I think Nathan used to watch Sian with me. Sian used to do. I took over the Saturday Night Live when Sian gave it up. I used to watch her for a couple of years, yeah. And Mapperton Live? No, I haven't. Yeah, you remember Sian, don't you, and those Japanese treats that Grace sent to her. Oh, baby rash cream. Oh. Sian used to find things that were made out of fish and all sorts of weird things. They weren't all like toffees or anything, yeah. She made us laugh one day because she opened up this sweets and they were like pink boobies, weren't they, Nathan? Just looked like a pair of boobies. But nearly everything seemed to finish up being fish, didn't it, Nathan? Yeah, the Barbie boobs, yeah, they were funny, weren't they, those, yeah? Huh. Hi, Seaside Mom. I'm eating a box of Mikado. It says the Dame bars. Huh? Mapperton is a manor house owned by the Earl of Sandwich. No, I haven't read that or seen that. I need to stop eating these. There's probably about 100 calories in each little stick. and put them down. It's chocolate with like some biscuity stuff in the middle. 11 calories a stick. I probably eat about 150 now. And I've not even got to the chocolate yet. I've got a Dairy Milk mint crisp. Guess who went to B&M's today? I always stock up on my snacks when I go in B&M. And then I hide them in my room. If I don't like them, I put them in the biscuit tin. It's not bad if you're only eating a couple of sticks. I've just eaten about 20 sticks. My coffee's cold. Mind you, I'm drinking Nescafe. I'll hide it when they come back. I'll put it back in my room. My son says I'm a label snob and that things taste the same when they're not labelled. Like Aldi coffee tastes the same as Nescafe, but it doesn't. So I'm enjoying myself drinking Nescafe today. But I'll hide it before they come back. Because they'll drink my coffee and then they'll just buy Aldi coffee again. So I'm afraid it's hidden. It's like when I buy Walker's crisps, I shove them in my room as well. It's no wonder I've got no room in my room. The plague, oh God, no. I haven't got COVID because I tested myself just to make sure before I go away that I haven't got COVID, and I haven't. But I've just got this blooming racking cough. I mean, a lot of the food, I'll hold my hand up, a lot of the food from Aldi and Lidl does taste the same as the supermarket stuff. But when it comes to things like coffee and crisps, they do taste different, yeah. Walker's crisps, superb. Even these Seabrook, but Aldi crisps, no, they just taste rubbish to me. So there's certain things that I draw the line at. I mean, you can't fault the cheaper supermarkets for things like fresh fruit and veg and stuff. Although they don't have the same variety that you do get in the bigger supermarkets. You know, you get more choice of fruit, don't you, if you go. I like the Irish crisps. What are they called? Taytos. They are, oh, they are lovely. Taytos. Somebody sent me some from Ireland just to try them. And they are nice, the Tayto crisps. I don't know who they're made by, whether they're made by one of the big boys, I don't know. But they do taste different than, Walkers, to me, yeah, I like Walkers. I don't like those other ones in the tube. What are they called? They come in a tube with a lid on the top. I don't like them. I used to, but they stopped making them salted anymore. They just taste of nothing now. Yeah. But oh no. They wouldn't let you have human hair in your dinners. Pringles, that's them. They are so tasteless now, they don't do any salt in them. What's all this with no salt? It's supposed to be bad for people with high blood pressure. I'm sorry, but if you've got high blood pressure, stay away from things with salt in. Don't make the rest of us have no salt. Hi, Kaz. Why should we be dictated to that nothing has salt in anymore? I get so annoyed. Oh, yeah, it's driving me mad, Kaz. I get so annoyed that everything has to be low fat these days. Everything has to be no salt. Why? Can we not make our own mind up about, you brought a note for being late. Good, yeah. I hate being dictated to about what I can eat and what I can't eat, I hate it. I want to make my own choices, whether I choose to eat low fat or whether I choose to eat full fat. I don't want everything in the world to be low fat. Oh, dear. Well, that's me coffee drunk now. I'm going to eat my crisps now before I get onto the holy bit of my knitting. I'm eating Seabrook, sea salted, so at least it should have some salt in these. Yeah, cause I've been unwell since last week. I had laryngitis last week. It's developed into a real racking cough. Did I not say hello to you, Denise? I'm sorry if I didn't. You must have sneaked in under the radar. I've had gallstones, Lou, so I have to be careful not to eat things that are too fatty. Oh dear. You need to put them up above your heart. Elevate your feet above your heart to get everything to flow back down again. I went shopping today, Cars, to buy some honey and came back without it. You have to have your feet higher than your heart to get the blood flow to go backwards, or the fluid to go backwards. Your lymphatic, you need to drain it. To suffer really badly with swollen feet when I worked at the job centre because you're sitting down, you're not moving. I used to have little ankles like puddings by the end of the evening. Yeah, get rid of it, otherwise they'll put you on. They'll put you on diuretics otherwise, and then you take them and you're piddling all day. Nate has to have a heart first. Oh, he's got a heart. Have you been sat still for too long? Good excuse to buy a recliner. Need a recliner for your health. Work again tomorrow. That means catching that early bus again, doesn't it? Did you spend too much last week when you caught the early bus? Well, tilt it back and make sure put a cushion. Make sure you got your feet higher than your heart. I've never heard that, Munchkin. I think your son's winding you up. I'm sure they wouldn't be allowed to put human hair. I looked at the wool in B&M today, but there was nothing thrilling. Huh. Loud boom of thunder. We've got rain. Mhm. I don't like lightning or thunder. Where am I going to? I'm only going to Skipton. Only going to Yorkshire. Only about an hour away. They wouldn't be allowed to put human hair in anything to do with food. Hi, Esther. How am I doing today? Don't bother asking. I'm coughing. It's not the cough that carries you off. It's the coughing that carry you off in. I haven't been to Yorkshire for ages. But I'd heard about Woolfest from a lady who dyes wool. She told me ages ago there's not going to be any Woolfest anymore. But they hadn't officially announced it, but they did do today. Not that I ever bought much anyway. I can't afford hand-dyed wool. I used to go just to have a look round. You know, the atmosphere and everything. Got me dandelion and burdock. I get that from B&M. I've got my scooter back. I've had my scooter back for about 3 or 4 weeks now. Oh, I won't be going to browse. I'm going to a hotel. Well, a spa I'm going to. So we get there on Wednesday. And first thing we do is, before we can check in, I have to put my swimsuit in a separate. Oh, no, got rid of the bone shaker. I've got to put my swimsuit in a separate part of my case because before we can check in, we're having a spa and a massage. And then the day after, we're having, I'm having a facial. And I want to get, what do they call it? Not a chiropody. Yeah, when they do your feet. I want to have my feet done as well. So we'll see how we get on. Pedicure, that's what they call it. Yeah, pedicure. Yeah, pedicure. Right, I need to read my pattern. I love having a pamper. I've not had a facial since the week before I got married. That's quite some time. I think I'm overdue a facial, don't you? Right. Oh, I can't see a thing without my glasses on. Oh, I love people messing with my feet. My dad used to get me to go to sleep when I was a little girl by tickling my feet. Right. Knit 5, slip 1, knit 1, pass, slip stitch over, wool forward. Right, okay. Well, they used to make cochineal, didn't they, with little red beetles, but they don't now. You'd be glad to know. Yeah, they used to crush beetles up to make cochineal. That's the pink red colouring, in case you're wondering what it is. La 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 la. No, it was little dead insects. It was. They used to crush them to make the pink red colour. When you think about it, all colouring and food colouring and stuff used to be made from all sorts of things like herbs and all kinds of dead things, didn't it? Yeah. It's only since the food thing, you know, food police started. You can't have this, you can't have that. I mean, I dread to think how many E numbers used to be in Smarties and things like that. I used to eat Smarties by the fistful. My son did as well. And then you think, oh my God, all the E numbers they've eaten. And it was like that orange colouring in cordial, wasn't it? Tartrazine. Used to send everybody a loopy. But we didn't know. We used to give our kids orange cordial, and we used to wonder why they were climbing up the wall, you know. Yeah, they don't have the E numbers anymore, Smarties. They're all tame now. Since they found out it gave kids, like superfood. The kids have too much sugar anyway. That's what sends them all loopy. All the sugar that we give them all. Well, you see today's kids, how much sugar they must eat in a day. So I wonder if they've got any teeth left. I mean, when I was a kid, our teeth used to be bad because we didn't get enough vitamins because of the rationing from the war. But now the kids just stuff sweets in the face like there's no tomorrow. And I'm like, oh my God, the teeth. The poor teeth. Right, I've done my row of holes. It's funny, West Indians have lovely teeth, a lot of them. And yet they eat sugar cane and everything. But the thing is, when they eat the sugar cane and stuff over there, it's not refined. It's the refined sugar, the white sugar, that's the problem. If you eat the brown, unrefined sugar, it's much, much better for you. Not that it's good for you, don't get me wrong. But if you look at a lot of West Indians, look at their mouth of lovely teeth they've got. You know. Yeah, white sugar is addictive. But a lot of, like I say, they eat sugar cane and they eat unrefined sugar in the West Indies because that's what they grow, isn't it? Oh, Nitty Nora, yeah, we used to have that. They're not allowed to send kids home now with a letter. That's why they're rampant all over the place. It's against human rights to send your kids home with a letter saying they've got nits. Mm. Oh, I can remember getting nits when I was little. Oh, my mother used to comb comb my hair with this nit comb thing and like vinegar and Dettol. And I can remember sitting there squashing these nits. Oh, yeah, raw sugar's better than it's not refined, is it? Yeah, the steel core. I mean, now they have. I mean, we never had things like conditioner. Now you put conditioner on your kids' hair and comb the nits out, don't you? But I mean, there was no such thing as air conditioner when I was a kid. You just had shampoo, and that was the end of it. My mother had a thing for Vosine shampoo. Boy, did that used to smell. I mean, we never had dandruff. It's just that she just liked Vosine shampoo, yeah. Oh, you got nits in the name. You mean crabs? Thank God I've never had anything like. I had nits when I was a kid, but not when I was grown up. My son only had them once. Yeah. It always amazes me that like people with dreadlocks, don't get full of lice and stuff because they don't wash them, do they, so much when you've got dreadlocks? Oh, we're making you itch, are we now? Oh, I'm not going to be looking for yarn shops in Skipton, Chris. Don't encourage me. I'll be looking for a pedicure. You use Vosine, do you? Yeah. Oh, the smell of it takes me right back to childhood. Are they vintage? No, not very vintage, no. Um, they're not Aero. Vosine is a medicated shampoo. It's what they use to correct dandruff. And none of us had dandruff. I don't know why we had to have Vosine. Yeah, Nitinora, the bug explorer, yeah. Yeah, it smells a bit like tar, I suppose, yeah. I don't know. What would you say it smells of, Nathan? It's medicated, isn't it? It's really strong. Oh, I love the feet being nibbled. I love it. They don't do it anymore now. I love anything to do with feet. I went for reflexology once on my feet. Oh, I loved it. I could have fallen asleep. He came to the house, this guy. He was with this little stool and everything. He put my feet up and he just massaged all my feet. Oh, it was lovely. I love my feet. But like I say, my dad used to send me to sleep when I was little by tickling. He used to say, tickle my feet, Dad, tickle my feet. My ex-husband wouldn't do it. He said, I hate your feet. They're horrible. I think I've got nice feet. I don't have any corns and I don't have any bunions or anything. I don't know. They don't do it anymore now with nibbling your feet. Oh, I can't paint my toenails. I have to go for a pedicure to get my toenails done. I can't even cut them. They're getting long now because they're hurting me because they're banging on my shoes. So I always know my toenails are too long when they bang on my shoes. Fish nibble your feet. They nibble the dead skin off your feet, yeah. I love my feet being massaged. And oh, gosh. I'd be in heaven if I found somebody with a foot fetish. Oh, dear. Oh, your hubby's home, right? Okay, okay. Yeah, I love it when they soak your feet. And then they cream them. Oh, it's heaven. Heaven. Yeah, I don't like going to the chiropodist because all they do is just cut your nails. And it's all right if you've got a problem, if you've got a corn or anything like that. You need to go to a proper chiropodist or podiatrist or whatever. But for anything else, I just love my feet being pampered. Even though I'm diabetic and I'm supposed to have them checked, I still don't like going to the, chiropodist, podiatrist, whatever you want to call them, because they don't pamper you. They just cut your toenails, and that's it. I like mine being pampered and filed, and I like them being massaged with cream, and then they paint your nails, and it's lovely. I mean, when last time I went to the chiropodist, he charged me 45 quid. And yet for 25 quid, I can get a pedicure. Go figure. I suppose if I had bunions and corns and stuff like that, I'd need to go to a chiropodist, podiatrist, whatever you want to call them. But I've been lucky so far. My mother suffered dreadfully with corns. Oh gosh, yeah. Gift certificate for a pedicure or a back massage. I would love a back massage. So I'm looking forward to a facial. I say I've not had a facial for years and years. Well, 1968, I think, was the last time I had a facial. I love anybody just creaming my face and oh yeah. I did have a sort of a facial one time when I went to one of these places a bit like Avon where they want you to buy the cosmetics and stuff. And she picked on me to give me a facial. I think she picked on me because, I mean, now I've got wrinkly bits, but at the time I had very good skin. So I think that, she picked on me because I didn't have any problems, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, I would hate to get a corn. I had a verruca when I was a child, well, a teenager. I must have caught it in the swimming baths, I think. But apart from that, I've been fairly lucky with feet. Considering I used to squash my feet into stiletto shoes with pointy toes, it's a wonder I've not got bunions. And I used to work in, 4 and 5 inch heels. People used to say to me, "You'll have a bad back." Boy, were they right. I do have a bad back. Yeah, I used to have a friend. He used to live round the corner from me. He was a friend of me ex-husband's, actually. And he was learning how to do massage and stuff like that. And he used to come round and massage on my back. While my husband was there, I must admit, I wouldn't let him done it when my husband wasn't in. Yeah. Oh, and he was good. He was learning how to do it. Yeah. Oh, I had a cast one time. I snapped the tendon between my ankle and my knee. The big tendon that goes up the back. That was blooming painful. Who have we got here now? Well, hello, whoever you are. Do you knit? Do you crochet? What do you do? We are a knitting and crocheting channel. Yeah, the Achilles tendon, I snapped it. I was in a cast for 6 weeks. It took ages for me to put my heel down after I'd done that. I had to have physio to start walking again. I was walking on my tiptoes after I'd done that. I couldn't I had to stretch my Achilles tendon out again after I'd been in a cast. I mean, now they don't do that now. They would give you just physio for an Achilles tendon. They wouldn't put you in a cast. Oh, dear. They used to do a lot of weird things back in the day. Oh, dear. Why do I knit and it takes me forever? Why do I not just crochet a cardigan and have done with it? I like the look of knitted when it's done, though. That's why. Two, four, six. Yeah, got another button. You've got to do your annoying exercises. I have my favourite sizes of hooks. And I must admit, I wangle things about so that I can use my favourite hook. I'm not very good with really big hooks. You know, I like the smaller hooks. I find crocheting a lot easier to do without a pattern, actually, Kaz. You know, you can sort of lay it flat and see where you're going with it. Whereas with knitting, it's a bit more awkward. You don't really know what's happening until you finished it, do you? Yeah, I got asked by a lady to crochet 5 bikini tops and skirts with like fringing on them, and I said to her, you know, if you want them with cotton, I said, you probably, she's bought 2. And I thought, yeah, she's going to want me to do them cheaper, but if she wants them in cotton, it won't be because there'll be 2 or 3 balls just in the fringe alone. Because it's got a long, long fringe. It's like a short skirt with a long fringe. So I know it sounds like I'm putting her off, but I really am. I'm really not really wanting to do them for her. Because I know she won't want to pay. She'd probably want to pay what she's been paying for them online, which is probably a lot cheaper. I don't mind knitting, I just find it so slow. No, I'm knitting a cardigan for me. Yeah, it's very slow, isn't it, knitting, although it's lovely. I mean, crochet is always a lot chunkier looking, isn't it, unless you're crocheting really fine stuff. I think it's time to put a buttonhole in. Maybe, I don't know. It's so lovely and quiet in here without the family. I love being on my own. I think I'm a recluse. I just like my own company. Some people are like, oh, I'm so lonely. Oh, I'm so bored. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. I just love my own company. I'm fine. Just leave me alone. What I like is not having to shut doors. Here you have to shut all the doors, otherwise the dogs come in and they're little monkeys for ripping up your stuff or chewing your stuff. The old life was quiet, Nathan. I could do what I wanted. I could put my music on when I wanted. I could sing when I wanted. And, you know, now you have to be conscious of all the people in the house and stuff. I kind of prefer to be on my own, to be quite truthful. I didn't realise how much I was going to miss it, moving in with the, you know, the family. I didn't realise. My lives. I don't do um, any kind of videos the same. Yeah, I've done this pattern about half a dozen times before, so I don't know why it's taking me so long. You know, I used to do videos every other day, and now I have to sort of think, oh God, you know, and I can't be myself because I think, oh, maybe they're listening, and you know, I just get, ugh. I mean, they're probably not listening, but, you know, I just prefer to just do videos when I'm in on my own and things like that. My attention is better when I'm knitting a pattern, actually. Oh, you're all going to go there. No, I don't mean you all going. I mean the family. Oh, dear. I used to just think, oh, I'll make a video, and I used to just switch it on and chatter, but now it's like, oh, where are they? Are they outside, inside? Where are the dogs? I just can't relax the same. I just can't. I should have made a video today, like you say, but I decided to go out to buy the honey, which I forgot, to buy some sliders, flip flops, whatever you want to call them, to go in the sauna with, because the dogs ate me other pair, and the only other pair I had was a pair of tatty old Crocs. Well, they're not Crocs, they're cheap plastic Crocs, and there was no way I was taking them. So I realised that B&M had these slider things for £7. Is it Mima? Well, hello, do you knit, do you crochet? If you knit and crochet, you're welcome. Yeah, maybe they do, but we're arriving, and before we can check in at the hotel, we've got our first spa. So we'll have to leave the suitcases in the car and, you know, make our way to the spa. Hi, Tracy. Oh my goodness me, Kaz. Christmas cardigans with reindeers on. Oh my goodness. I got rid of all my Christmas card jumpers when I came here because I thought I'm not going to need them anymore. And then the singing choir group, they said, "Oh, we're all going to wear Christmas jumpers at Christmas." I'm like, "Oh, really?" I got rid of all mine. I sold them all. Sold them all on eBay. I suppose I could crochet one, couldn't I? Put little snowflakes on it. Oh, we've got one of the grandkids, great grandkids, coming for a week, sometime in August. You're a shut-in. Oh, right. Well, say hello then. I wish I was a shut-in. I lived alone. You're always welcome to speak. We don't bite, you know. We're quite a nice little crowd here. You know, well, I don't know about everybody. Most people don't bite, yeah. We keep it a drama-free channel whenever we can. We don't like drama, do we, people? We're quite a boring little lot, really. It's amazing, you know. Some people say to me in the comments on my YouTube, like, I watch you all the time, but I don't speak. And I'm like, why? Are we that scary? You know, do we really scare people off that they don't want to speak? Oh, God, no, we don't have drama. Occasionally people try to do a bit of drama on here, but we don't have it, do we, kids? No, no llama drama on here, no. If you want drama, backbiting, hating, you're on the wrong channel. We make it quite plain on here. No, I haven't been selling on eBay again. I need to, but oh no, some channels thrive on it, don't they? I have to stop watching them because they start backbiting and calling each other and sniping at each other, and I'm thinking, what the heck? You know, life's too short, for goodness sakes. Live and let live. Can't be coping with it. You know, when they're calling somebody out and then they're all, oh, I think, no, God grief, no. I mean, they've tried to drag me into it sometimes. They'll come on and say, oh, have you been on such a body's channel? You should have heard what they said about you. I said, look, I'm not interested. Not interested. They can say what they want about me. I'm not going on there. If they want to start a drama, they can start it on their own because I'm not replying, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's lots of people out there just like videos like that. You don't have to have a video about anything. You can just have a nice video chatting and all that, yeah. Oh, you got to go, Patricia, have you? Your back's cramping. Oh, I know that feeling really well. Today I found some patches from before. I was sorting out my medicine cabinet and I thought, oh, they're still in date. So I stuck a patch on yesterday. So I've not had backache today. It's been nice. Oh, you're welcome anytime. Visit Mima. Yeah, come and join us. We don't bite you, like I said. Occasionally we get trolled, occasionally. But I've trained my little brood. We go boop, and we get rid of them all. Yeah, I used to. I've stopped watching a lot of channels because when you go on there, they're always they're morphine patches. They're not very strong ones, but they're morphine patches. And I think I've got 4 or 5 of them that I had, and I looked and they're still in date, and I thought, oh God, I'm going to have a 3 week of pain. I mean, they won't prescribe them for me again, so I have to be very sparing with them. You know, my other doctor prescribed them for me when I was in severe pain one time. And I didn't use them all up. So when I was tidying out the medicine box, whatever you want to call it, throwing out stuff that was out of date and that, I found these and I thought, oh, they're still in date. I might as well use them. I'm not going to use them all the time. I'm just going to use them. I just thought I put them on, was it yesterday? And they last a week. So they'll last me while I'm away on my holidays. Oh, if anybody gets bored, there's always the on-off switch in the Mima. That's what I always think, if people get bored with me, they can just turn off. It's everybody's prerogative, isn't it? That's why I can't understand why people get nasty and put horrible, nasty comments on. There's an on-off switch, isn't there? You know what I mean? Oh, I'm only going for 3 days. I'm going to a spa in Skipton in Yorkshire. Yeah, you know, when people go, I don't like your channel, it's fine, and I'm thinking, I don't ask you to watch. Just turn it off if you don't like it. You know, there's nobody there like forcing people to watch these channels. So why do they get on their high horse? Hi, Amanda B. You've been very quiet. I can't watch that Gogglebox. I don't know why. I've tried to watch it, but I'm not all that. I can't get into it. Probably maybe because they're watching programs that I don't watch anyway. You know, so what they're commenting on, I don't know what they're on about. You know what I mean? Because I haven't watched the video in the program in the first place. Look what I got. I've got Cadbury's Dairy Milk Mint Crisp. I don't know whether it's going to be as good as my Aero Mint, but we shall see. Let's cut it top off. I can never tear them open, so I have to cut the tops off. And I'm going to sneeze. Oh dear. Oh, I bless you, I bless you. Oh dear. Thank you. Gesundheit. Now I can't get it. When you've got arthritic fingers, you cannot get in things, can you? I always have to have scissors. I can't open packets. I can't open packets of cooked meat, cheese, anything. I always have to have scissors in the kitchen because I just can't open things with my fingers anymore. I don't know whether it's a cold, whether it's allergies or what it is, but I am coughing. I've been like this for over a week now, Tracy. I'm getting fed up. Very minty. It's crunchy, minty bits. A bit like candy. I know people keep saying, oh, go to the GP, go to the GP. But I've spoken to loads of people and they said it's a viral. So the GP can't give you antibiotics because they don't work. And I prefer not to take antibiotics unless I have to. Because then when you really, really need them, they don't work. You know, some people want antibiotics off the doctor for everything. And you become immune. Yeah, it's viral, so the doctor can't give me anything. It's very crunchy. No spending money cards when you get there in early. She has to catch the early bus, which gets her into work about an hour earlier than she should be. So she goes looking around the shops, which is fatal. Oh, I hope to have some nice time. I will be back next Saturday. I won't be away for the weekend, so I can tell you all about it. because I look so beautiful after I've had my facial. Yeah, right. What do they say? You can't make a silk purse out of the sow's ear. I think unless I have Botox, I don't think there's much they can do. I might feel better even though it don't look any different. So I'm not expecting miracles. You know, I'm not going for a facelift or anything. I should pose for photos like that. What a difference it makes. You can understand why people have facelifts, can't you? But then if I did that, I'd have to have my eyes done. Because look at the wrinkles under the eyes. And I'm not going there. Bye, Strad. Hope you catch plenty fishes. It's a bit crunchy on the old teeth, this. Would I ever do it? No. No. I'm too much of a wimp. I will never have the money anyway. But even if I have the money, I think I'm too much of a wimp to have it done. And I've seen people who've had facelifts and they got puffed up face. Oh, they're looking so much pain, don't they? I wouldn't even have Botox. Hi, Connie. I'd be too scared of having Botox in case it all went wrong. My dentist, of all people, wanted me to have fillers, you know, down there. She said it would make a big difference if I had fillers there. And I'm like, no, I'm not paying 300 quid to have fillers put in my face. You don't know what the long-term effects are, do you? You know what happens 10 years? I mean, I'll be here in 10 years' time, but oh, I wouldn't want to go through a facelift now. If I had money, I wouldn't mind one of those where they just put like electrical charges. You know, it just tightens up your face. It's not like a surgery or anything. They just sort of stimulate your face some way or another. You know, wouldn't mind that, just to tighten it up a little bit, but not intrusive. No, no, no. No, I've been putting off having a new hip and a different knee for years because I don't want to go in anymore. I should have had a hip done years back. And every time it hurts me, I think, oh, but I don't want to. I just don't want to go through all that again. It's not going to make me walk, is it, having the hip done? It'll get me out of pain. Oh, my goodness me, no, no. No, I'm too much of a wimp to have a facelift. No, I mean, a lot of people, like famous people who have facelifts, they're not recognisable anymore, are they? I can understand some people having a little bit of Botox or something if they're in the public eye. you know, but they take it to extremes, don't they? They look like being sandblasted, don't they? Like wind tunnels. No, I prefer like the English actresses that most of them grow old gracefully, don't they? Apart from Joan Collins, of course. She must have had everything lifted and shifted. She cannot look like that normally. Now, some people have had little, you know, like little bits and pieces done. Oh, you're going out for your supper. Think about that, Enid. You're going out for your Chinese dinner. Just think about that. Think how you're going to enjoy that. Stop ruminating. It's your anniversary. You're going out for some nice Chinese lunch now. So think about that. Stop ruminating. You're not a cow. They ruminate, don't they? Is that what they do? Ruminate when they're chewing the cud? Is it called that? It's called something like that, isn't it? Ruminate. Yeah, it's Enid's anniversary and she's going out for a Chinese dinner. I was fine in the heat wave. It only lasted 3 days, Tracy. I loved it. Everybody else was going, oh, it's too hot. I loved it. I love the heat. But I don't think it's vegetate. Vegetate's when you just sit and do nothing, isn't it, when you vegetate? I'm sure it's ruminate. Oh, tell them it's your anniversary, it's your choice, you've picked. If they don't like it, tough. They can sit in the car till you come back out again. You have to start being firmer with the meaning. Oh, she's got to have had some work done, Joan Collins. She can't look like that naturally. I mean, she hasn't got a line on her, has she? A remark? At least when you look at Dame Judi Dench, she's got lines and wrinkles. You know. She looks more natural, doesn't she? When you get close up of her face, she's all wrinkly here. Yeah, she's 90, so she can't look like that, can she, without wrinkles? Yeah, it's your choice. It's your anniversary. If they don't like it, tough. Don't let your kids rule your life, Enid. If they don't like it, tell them sit in the car. You'll buy them a burger on the way back. I think I was a cruel mother. My son had to do as he was told. And if he didn't like it, it was flipping tough. I used to say to him, put your face straight or I'll straighten it for you. Oh, but Mum. Never mind. Oh, but Mum. I said, we do things that you like all the time. So you now have to do things that Mum likes. So tough bunnies. Well, just tell them they've just got to eat what they can eat and You know, don't pander to them, Enid. Don't pander. They eat what they eat, and if they don't eat it, they don't eat it. Tough. I never had a choice because I don't think there were any Chinese restaurants when I was little. It was just the local chippy. That was about the choice we had. Yeah, Helen Mirren's had a bit of work done, I think, but it's done very nicely. She doesn't look too overstretched, does she? You know what I mean? I was never a picky eater. I wasn't allowed to be a picky eater. Does that sound daft? It was you'll eat what's on your plate. Be glad of it. People are starving in the world that would like to eat that. Of course, Flash Harry, I used to say, well, let them eat it then. No, you're having nothing else. No supper, nothing. If you don't eat that, you get nothing. Tell you soon learn to eat it. Oh, this I don't like broccoli. Don't think I ever had any broccoli when I was a kid. Don't think they'd invented broccoli when I was a kid. I think that's a new vegetable. It was cauliflower, carrots, beans. That was about it, really. Cabbage, yeah. I don't think we have ever had broccoli. Yeah, exactly. Oh, don't you like it, darling? Would you like Mummy to make something else? No. Mummy's not making anything else. You either eat that or you don't bother. Couple of times you do that with them and you stick by your guns and you won't let them have any supper and they go to bed hungry, I guarantee they'll eat their tea the day after. All this, oh, they don't like vegetables, oh, they won't eat this, they won't eat that. Well, don't give them anything else then. Don't give them a bag of crisps, don't give them anything, don't give them biscuits. If they don't eat the dinner, they don't get that. They don't get any pudding. Yeah, my son would say, you're having ice cream. I said, yeah, well, we've eaten our dinner. And he used to sit there, but you're having ice cream. And he'd say, yeah, you'd eat your dinner. You could have some ice cream. He wasn't a picky eater for long. Yeah, that's what I used to say to him. If you don't want it, don't eat it, but there's nothing else. Yeah, we didn't have enough food to be picky. You know, after the war in the 50s, everything was on a ration. You just ate what you got and you were darn lucky about it. It's like they said, I don't like school dinners. We were glad to tuck into school dinners. We were glad. It was good hot food and you ate it. There were certain things you weren't struck on, if you know what I mean, but you still ate it. Because you knew that was your hot meal for the day. You knew if you went home, you'd have a sandwich or something. If you'd had a hot meal at school, there wouldn't be another hot meal on the table at night time. It would do a lot of kids good to have been brought up when there wasn't food available. You know, when there wasn't sweeties, there weren't crisps, there weren't anything. And things like that were a great big treat. Today's kids, what do you want for your dinner, love? Ooh, Did you ever get asked what you wanted for your dinner? I might have got asked, do you want ham or do you want meat paste on your sandwich? Because that was what you got, salmon paste or meat paste on your sandwich. You didn't get proper cooked meat. It was potted beef or something, or salmon paste or something on your sandwich. Oh God, there was one fat kid in my class, Gillian Cocker, she was called, and her parents had a grocery shop. So I think that's why she was fat, because she probably had more things to eat than we did, yeah. Oh God, you had to say, please may I leave the table, didn't you? And if you hadn't eaten all your dinner, then you weren't allowed to. No. Well, I've finished, I don't want any more. Sit there while we finish then. No, there was not cooked. There might have been cheese, I think, on my butty, but you never had cooked meat, did you? Unless there was some meat left over from the Sunday joint and they would cut you some little pieces off and make it into a sandwich. Or very, very occasionally, my mum would get a portion of chips from the chip shop across the road and divide the chips up. You know, you'd have about 5 chips on a butty. Because that portion of chips got spread round everybody, if you know what I mean. You didn't get a portion of chips to yourself. Righty ho, Kaz, don't forget, don't spend up. No looking in Poundland. Yeah, why is it really fat people always blame something? It's not me, it's my genes. No, it's not your genes. You eat too much. It's like these £1,600 life and stuff like that. I mean, they eat one potato more than a pig, don't they, you know? And then they go, I don't know why I'm fat, and they're ordering massive big pizzas and stuff like that. Yeah, you're £600 because you've just eaten a pizza that's supposed to be for a family of 6. You know. What annoys me though, I can't watch it anymore, is they go in hospital, don't they, to go and have this weight loss surgery. And they're going behind the nurse's back and they're ordering all this takeaways in. And I'm like, oh, you know, you're wasting a chance that somebody else would love to have the chance to have weight loss surgery. And you're just sitting there eating. I can't watch that £1,000 Sisters or whatever it is. I just want to smack her one because she's so stupid. Right, see you next week, Kaz. I wouldn't want one of those surgeries because you can't eat normally afterwards, can you? Oh gosh, here we go. I know, don't you be going in that Dollar Tree or whatever it is, Kaz. Well, it's not Dollar Tree. Over here it's Poundland. No, you can enjoy it better if you wait till later, Enid. It's a shame you have to take the kids. It would have been nice just to take you and your hubby. You've got a hernia consultation. They won't do mine, Nathan. They say it's not a proper hernia because it's not bulging food. It's polite, isn't it? I mean, when I was young, if the woman next door, you always call them auntie and uncle, didn't you? If you didn't know them that well, it was always Mrs. So-and-so, wasn't it? You never called them by their first name or anything like that. If you did, it was Auntie so-and-so. You know, if you did call her by her first name. Otherwise, it was Mrs. Gartside or something like that. Yeah, it was always Mr. and Mrs., wasn't it? Or Auntie. If you knew them well, it was Auntie. Oh, it might not be a pre-op appointment, Nathan. It'll just be a consultation. And they'll say whether they're going to do it or not. Then you'll have your pre-op. They tell you when it's a pre-op. If they just say it's an appointment, it'll just be to discuss it. Then probably about 5 years later down the line, you might have an op, Nathan, if you're lucky. That's if they put you on the waiting list so they don't forget you or ignore you like they do with me usually. You ring up like 18 months later and say, can you tell me how long my operation will be? What? You're not even on the list. Well, I was told I was going to be on the list. Oh, that must be an oversight then. We'll have to have a word with the consultant. That's what usually happens to me. I've been lost on so many hospital lists, it's untrue. Right, how many have I got to increase to? I can't read it. I think it's 90. Why, the lady at the library did say, oh, that's tiny print. I'm like, yes, it's not just me then. $60. I've got to do it to $60. Yeah, it'll just be to see the consultant, Nathan. They won't be doing anything. The consultant will look at you to see whether or not you're suitable. It depends on whether they class it as urgent or not. If it's not urgent, you'll be on the waiting list forever and a day. They don't do the pre-op until about 3-4 weeks before you're op. I'm afraid the wheels grind exceedingly slow, Nathan. It's only in America where you go, I want to see my gynecologist, and you get an appointment the day after. And they say, oh, it's because we pay, we've got insurance. We pay. We've paid all our life into the NHS. We still can't get a damned appointment, you know? I'm thinking of changing my doctor's surgery because you can't see mine at all. He's so ruddy offhand. I had blood test done last Sunday. Not heard a thing. They don't tell you anything. If you ring up, they'll say, oh, yeah, it's fine. Oh, we can't tell you anything. You have to wait for the doctor, and they'll tell you. Your hand. Oh, they don't. They use the COVID still. Yeah, they won't. They'll put you on the list, Nathan, but Unless you're like collapsed in pain. No, they're using the COVID as an excuse not to see anybody. Yeah, in America, you can phone up a gynecologist. We can't here. You have to go to the GP, and then they refer you to the gynecologist, and then that could take another how many months before you get to see them. Hi, Magali. Nathan's in the UK, so he's in for a long wait. Hate to say this, but you are, Nathan. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 16, 18, 20, 22, 21, 40, 42, 52, 54, 57. Yeah, I mean, you might pay through your insurance in the US, but at least you get seen. I mean, you've had COVID the same way we've had COVID, but they're still using it as an excuse not to see anybody. Yeah, well, good luck, Nathan. I do hope they do it for you. I've had a hiatus early for about 20 years and they still won't do mine. No, they're just not seeing people. They're still using COVID as an excuse not to see anybody. I don't think the doctors over here will ever get back to normal, where you could ring up and get an appointment. Now it's all done on the phone. I mean, my son will say, why don't you go with your cough? How can he diagnose me cough over the phone? I've got a big, goes from there all the way down there, Nathan. It's like a big dome right across where my waist should be. It's like a dome bit like that, and it's rock solid. But they say it's not a proper hernia. It's a hiatus hernia. It's not a proper hernia because it's not trapping food. Apparently, it's a proper hernia. The food comes up through the bulge, but mine isn't. So it's not one. Yours is an umbilical. Yeah, well, mine's a hiatus one. Yeah, the NHS is stretched to the limits here. Absolutely. It's in the A&E, which is like your urgent care or whatever you call it. There's a 3-4 hour wait most times if you go. Yeah, your ER. We have to wait 3-4 hours. They leave people on stretchers. It's been so bad recently that they've been leaving people in ambulances because they didn't have any room to take them in the hospital. It's like a third world country over here. The NHS is brilliant if you have a heart attack or you get knocked down, you break a leg or something, they're brilliant. But if you just got what they call a routine operation, yeah, if you went with your asthma, you could be 3-4 hours waiting before you even see a doctor. It's just bloody useless in the UK. Yeah, they probably said they put you on the list, Nathan. How long the list is, anybody's guess. don't even bother going. 12 hours to see a doctor, yeah. Yeah, people are waiting hours in an ambulance. They can't even get in the emergency room because it's so full. But I mean, people are going there when they should be going to the doctors. But if you can't get a doctor's appointment, then you just go to the A&E. Yeah, you have to wait 2 and 3 hours for the ambulance to come and pick you up. Oh, I only hope I never break anything. If you got the money, see somebody immediately if you got the money. You could have your operation tomorrow, Nathan, if you had the money. That's what's so wrong. Yeah, it's awful. Somebody's dying and they haven't got an ambulance to send. They must feel very, what can they do? They can't conjure up ambulances out of thin air. They don't have them, do they? If I had the money, I'd do private healthcare. I would pay for it. And I know it's not right that you should have to pay for it, but if it was my health and I had the money, I would pay. No, who won't? There's too many people not paying into the system. There's not enough money in the system. There's not enough doctors, enough nurses to cope with the amount of people who need the services of the doctors. There's not enough. And when you do get to see a doctor, I'm not being awful and I'm not being racist, but some of them, you can't even understand them. So you're wondering how they qualify. I know it sounds horrible that you should have to question whether they're qualified, but when you get them and they've just come here from whatever country they've come from, and they don't even know how to speak the language. I mean, I've been with some doctors and you come out and you don't know what they've said. It's been that bad and you keep asking them to repeat themselves and they look at you like you're being racist, but I'm not being racist. I really cannot understand them. I know back in what would it be? You're going to get your Chinese food. Way! Yeah, that's what I mean. They're from Nigeria or somewhere or other. Oh, just tell them before you start any messing. And you're in the car. Yeah? You're not coming in the restaurant, you're staying in the car, any messing. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're being racist. I don't mind what country they come from, as long as they're qualified, as long as I can understand them. I don't know why there's no English ones. They're nearly all Pakistani, Indian, Nigerian. You know, they're from all over the bloody place. God, you're lucky if you've seen an American. Can't remember the last time I seen an English one. Hi, Melly. How you doing? Yeah, I cannot remember the last time I saw a white doctor. And I'm not being a racist here. I'm just saying I can't remember the last time I saw a white doctor. Even my last operations, I think one of them was, I don't know where he was from. Egypt, I think. The one who did my back operation was from Egypt, I think. I've got a cough now, Melly. Really bad, racking cough. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, I think he was Egyptian, my last doctor that did an operation on me. And the lady who operated on my hand was from Poland. But at least I could understand her. We'll keep going dizzy when I cough. What time is it? 11:30. Oh, giddy aunt. I'm putting my knitting down for a bit. I was that busy coughing, I forgot to take my tablets last night. I'll have to take them tonight. Oh, 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 oh. I poured too much in my glass and it's gone over the top. I'll have to get a hanky. I think it might be a chest infection, I don't know. But as we were saying, there's no point trying to get an appointment for the doctor because he'd have to diagnose me by phone. Shad's gone fishing. Whoever's asking about Shad, Denise. He's gone fishing. He's gone cat fishing. He said he'd be back next Saturday. Yeah, I went to get honey today and came back without it. And as the shop's way down the road, it took me quarter of an hour there and quarter of an hour back. I wasn't going back again to get some more honey. We've got a local co-op. I'll see if they've got any honey tomorrow. Oh, they're advertising that film over here where the crawdads sing. I won't be going to see it. I don't pay cinema prices. It'll come on the telly eventually. I don't know what the cinema prices are like in the US, but... Oh, right, you go. You're going back to work. Okay, Melly. I'm not an Elvis fan, Denise. I can't remember the last time I went to the cinema. I think it was The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. That's how long ago it was. Since I went to the cinema. I've never been an Elvis fan. I think you either are or you aren't. I saw a couple of his films way back when. If I went anywhere, I'd rather go to the theatre. You went in, I didn't even watch Star Wars, so I think I'd probably be before that. If my son wanted to watch something, my ex-husband used to take him. Oh no. I don't know how much it is for theatre tickets, for cinema tickets now. Theatre tickets are just awful. It used to be a cheap date at one time. You meet a guy on a Saturday night, didn't you? And then he used to take you to the pictures on a Sunday. 15 quid. Blimey. I don't know how much it costs. Nathan said it's £15 for a ticket. I know live shows are terrible. I know when I was in Manchester, I wanted to see Il Divo, and it was £300. You have to sneak your food in, Connie, because They don't like you taking your own sweeties in. At one time, they used to search the bags to see if you'd taken any sweeties and stuff in. I know somebody says they do that at Disney World. Won't let you take anything in. I haven't been to the cinema for, can't remember when. It's been about 15 years ago. Then they wonder why people don't go. It used to be a cheap night out, didn't it? A cheap date. When we were saving up to get married, we used to treat ourselves to the cinema. £14 at the Odeon. My son and daughter-in-law went not that long ago. I think they went to see the new James Bond. The girls went to see the Minions. My great-granddaughters. God, if I had to spend 15 quid, I'd rather go out for a meal or something. Yeah, if you wait a bit, it'll be out on DVD. If it's not a success at the cinemas, they put them on DVD very quickly. Why do people find it necessary to chomp their way through a movie with crisps and sweets and rustling and stuff? I always seem to sit behind the ones with the noisy toffee papers. Well, hello there, Trev. How are you, my darling? You've been missed. People want to know where you've been. I'm eating Mikado. I shouldn't be eating chocolate sticks, but I am. You've been moored at Birmingham. Oh, blimey. What were you doing there, or is it a funny question? Trevor has been missed. So what were you doing in Brum? Oh, just travelling. Fancy going to Brum? I can think of nicer places. I thought maybe you were selling your stuff or something. Are you back to your making your stuff? Oh, big boating community. So you're back to your crafting yet? I've got me a bad cough. Went out today to buy honey. Came back with a million stuff. No honey. Got it. I've not done much this week. I've had a really bad cough, Trev, so it's put me off me doing my crafting. I've just been doing a bit of knitting, that's all. Oh yeah, wait till you hear me cough. I'm like a sea lion, you'll be throwing me a piece of fish. Why do you live near there, Munchkin? Oh, good night, Tracy. I hope I do. I'm looking forward to it, so I hope I do. It didn't go too bad, Trev. Sold a few things. I didn't expect to sell a lot, so I wasn't disappointed. It was only a church craft fair, it wasn't a big one. I still need to put some things on my web page, but I've just not been well recently. You know, when I've not been feeling 100%, I haven't been feeling like taking photos and stuff. Bye, Seaside. Bye, Tracy. I've eaten more than my fair share of calories today. I'm poorly though, deserve it. No Miguel again tonight, Trev. I think he's got other things to do. Oh, blimey, are you staying for that, or are you going to be gone by then? I'm not very sporty, so I never sort of keep up with those things, really. Yeah. Oh, you gone already? You back down where you're supposed to be going, or are you just making your way down? Have I won the lottery? Have I, heck? Have I won the lottery? No, I haven't won the lottery. Or if I have, they haven't told me. You're heading back for winter. What will you do? Will you go back in the house for the winter? Oh, Miguel's always busy these days. He's always going somewhere. Just calling you up. Oh my goodness, I hope you get a permit. It's like my niece, she lives right near Parklife in Prestwich. They have to get permits to park out their own cars outside their own door. Huh. Otherwise, people from Parklife will be parking there. A bit awkward, really, when you haven't got a driveway, isn't it? You've got nowhere to put your car. You put it somewhere else, they put like lines down and say no parking, no parking. So I mean, when I lived in Prestwich, she actually said to me one year, "I'll park it in your drive and walk back to my house." She lives about a mile away from where I used to live. That's how bad it was for parking. I mean, when she did manage to park it outside her house, she walked to work. She said, "I'm not moving my car. I'm not taking it." She said, "I'm leaving it there. So if I move it, somebody will jump in my parking space." Mind the woman facing me where I used to live, she was right. I'm going to park here come what may. And when my removal van come, she bloody well parked straight opposite the removal van. You know, I mean, hello, I'm moving. There's a big removal van outside my front door. Can't you just park down the street for once in your life? No. She parked directly opposite the removal van so nobody could get through. But that's what she was like. It's my house, I will park outside of it. I went out to get some honey today and I forgot it. And it's like about 20 minutes in the scooter down to the shop and then back again. So I'm not going out again. I'm not going out. I've got my cough mixture. I've got my Cavonia. I remembered to buy that. Cavonia. Mucus cough oral solution, it says. That's what I've got. Hi, Nancy. It's worse once I get in bed. As soon as I lie down in bed, cough, 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 till I fall asleep. And then about 2 or 3 in the morning, cough, 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 wake myself up. I hope I get rid of it before Wednesday. I don't want to be coughing all night and waking my niece up, do I? I'm going to a spa holiday in Skipton, Trev, with my niece for 3 days. So I do hope I don't wake her up coughing. I've got a steamer thing coming tomorrow where you steam your face and stuff. Because I say steam's good for your vocal cords. Yeah. I can't do saunas, I faint. Don't ask me why. I'll go in the spa pool and stuff like that. My niece will go in the sauna. She likes them. But no, I faint. I've been in twice in saunas and fainted both times. I don't know why. Maybe it's the dry heat or something. I don't know. I just black out. Frighten the people to death at the sauna because they think I'm going to die or something. So I decided I'm not going in anymore. I don't want to be carted off by the ambulance or something because I've blacked out. So I'm not doing it for a third time. I don't know why I black out, but I do. Oh, thanks, Nancy. I've had this thing over a week now and it's getting on my nerves. I believe it's a virus. I'm talking to loads of people who've got the similar thing. And there's no point going to see the GP because they can't give you antibiotics because it's a virus. So I'm just going to steam it. I've got this steamer thing coming tomorrow. If it doesn't do me cough any good, it might do me wrinkles some good, you know. You never know you're looking a raffle, do you? It might steam the crinkles out of my face. Oh dear. So I've ordered some Albus oil and this steamer. So I shall steam myself away there. I used to have Albus oil and all sorts of stuff, but I can't find any of it now. Sure, it got lost in the midst of time. Everything I looked for Vicks. I had Vicks, not there. In the ambulance box, don't know where it's gone. You can tell which bit of me, can't you? Shows on my scooter. I've got brown hand. And look, white fingers where I have my hand like that on my scooter. My hand's only brown from the knuckles to there, where my jacket is. Rub mustard on it. I don't think we've got any mustard. I presume you mean mustard, wet mustard, not dry mustard. I don't think we've got any mustard. I've just had a shower anyway. I don't want to smell of mustard. Well, they used to put mustard and brown paper or something, didn't they? Well, they used to put brown paper on your chest, didn't they? Was it goose grease and brown paper? Oh, it must have smelt lovely, mustn't it? Because people only had a bath once a week. Yeah, I was supposed to be making a video, Lulu. I've got a magazine that I bought that's got this amigurumi pamphlet with it. So I'm supposed to be doing a video, but I've been that short of breath and that much coffee, and I thought I'll never get through a video without coughing my heart out. Oh dear. I'm going to be going soon anyway because it's midnight and my chest's getting wheezier. I can hear it wheezying. I need to get some medication down me. Get something. Oh, you got a Central? I've got an Addy. It's in the shed though. My Addy only likes American yarn. Maybe the Central likes something like double knitting. Oh, you're going, Mima? Yeah, I'm going in a minute, love, as well. Yeah, maybe the Central likes double knit. Mine doesn't like double knit. When I make hats on it, they come out very small. It likes American yarn, mine. It likes like Red Heart and stuff like that. You can tell it's an American machine or designed for American yarn. Orange a bit thick on it. It sticks a bit. And oh dear, and double knitted's a bit sort of flimsy. I must get it out again. It's in the shed. I know where it is. So, that'd probably be better than that Centro, than the Addy. It's got a few more hooks. As I said, that Addy is definitely meant for the American market. It's meant for what they call the number 4 yarn, whereas our double knit's more like a 3. It does some errands, but some errands it's like. Oh, God. I'm going to have to go, people. It's getting me down, this cough. So I'm going to have to go. So thank you all for joining me. And thank you, Trev, for coming to join us tonight. You have been missed, my dear. I was going to send you a text message the other day, but I don't know what happened. I forgot. Anyway, you never seem to get my text messages anyway. So I'm going to go. So thanks, everybody, for joining me. And, yeah, you have to come rub me chest with some mustard, Trevor. Right. Bye, everybody, and I will see you next week, if not before. Yeah. So, bye. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.